Your call is now being connected. Calls may be recorded for quality assurance. This call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Hello, this is George. How can I help you?
I saw an ad on Facebook said something about Liberty University student can get their loans forgiven.
Yeah, that's correct. You got all the right phone number. So, can I get your name?
Zach.
Okay, great. And what state are you calling from, Zach?
Texas.
Is it Zamic or Zamek?
Zamic.
Zamic, okay. And can I get a phone number? Okay. All right, so let me just give you a little bit of detail about what we do here. We're a document prep company that helps a lot of clients, such as potentially you, with federal programs to potentially lower their payments and get on track with federal student loan forgiveness programs. So I just need to read you this compliance. These programs will allow people who qualify the chance to lower their monthly payment and receive help with their federal student loans. It is based on your current financial and personal situation. The best part is that after making a series of qualified payments, any remaining balance may be eligible for forgiveness by the Department of Education. So as your advocate, our role is to prepare the application package that we submit to the Department of Education on your behalf. So let me just get a little bit more information from you, Zamic. So do you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you all are doing something totally different than what I'm doing. See.
Okay. So reiterate.
Okay.
Your need.
What I'm saying though is I was calling to ask you about Liberty University students that they said they had loans forgiven. Now they talking about a payment plan, but I went to Liberty University as a paralegal, so I learned how to get the student loans discharged from the fact that they can't prove the loan.
Okay, so what you're saying is that
I think that your service is basically you all offer document preparation to prepare documents for them to file inside the Department of Education or whatever, saying this person cannot afford to make these payments or these payments, or we got him on this reduced rate. He's gonna basically pay us, and we gonna forward the funds to you to make sure they stay on payment for so many years or whatever you all have. But what I'm saying though, from the standpoint of going to Liberty University, because I know that for a fact that the Department of Education cannot even prove that they gave you a loan in order for you to have to pay back, because there's no valid contract. So I'm saying that you actually are making a payment plan, but you're actually paying fiat dollars. And a person should be given a loan. They should be given the loan in the same type of currency that was given to them. It was given to them as credit. So they should be able to pay the student loans back with credit. Because they never got fiat dollars, so why are they paying it in fiat dollars? The school got the money. So the contracts are with the government and the school.
Okay, so, anytime that you take out a loan, I mean, your responsibility is to pay the loan off.
I understand that, sir. I mean, I don't think you're understanding me. I don't know if you thinking I'm saying getting something for free and not paying it back. I'm saying no. On a UCC Uniform Commercial Code, a contract is between two living human beings, but they both signed for it. So when you go look at a contract for a student loan, the only person that signed for it was the one party, the student that received the loan, or the supposed loan, and the unilateral contract. By UCC, that legal contract is bilateral. There got to be two parties involved. He can't be the only signer and the beneficiary at the same time be the surety for the loan.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's between you and, I mean, if you said that you didn't get a loan from whoever, then...
But that's what I'm saying, the word loan. You was given credit. You weren't given a loan, because a loan would mean someone signed a document saying that they agree that you're going to pay them back for a loan that you receive. We're showing you, did they take a check and they put it into his account and say, here's $100,000 for your student loans. Use it any kind of way you want to, and you're going to pay us back this amount. They didn't do that. They made you sign a promissory note, which discharges it, but they making you pay on it with Federal Reserve notes. So how you gonna pay? How you gonna pay on a debt? How you gonna pay on a debt with a debt note?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. It sounds like it's just a completely different issue than what I can, as far as what I can provide as help.
Well, I can tell you this here, sir.
I don't
No disrespect to you or your company, but if you all doing what you're doing right now, you all gonna be out of business in no time. Because you all advertising that you loan forgiveness, and I went to Liberty University, and I got my loans off my credit report using common law. I didn't have to use your company.
Okay, well, I mean, it's, you know, all we do is prepare the documentation, and you know, that's it. I mean, we're not.
But let me ask this question.
I just started here just a few weeks ago, so I'm still getting my feet wet here.
I understand that, but I'm telling you now, my name is Amy Greenhouse. You got my information, and I have a website that people come on and they tell me companies like your company, like they saw it on Facebook, and as soon as they start telling them, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with that. And then I tell them, they say, okay, well, I'm not going to use that company. I'm going to go and do this right here, because what you're telling them is how to get back on a payment plan. And when I'm telling them that they can establish the original contract, because who's the original collector? Who's the original creditor? It can't be the United States. They can't be an injured party if you don't pay.
Yeah, Zamek, you know, you could go ahead and do what you need to do. I'm new here, so I don't know what to tell you.
Can you take down this website?
Actually, Zamek, do you want to talk to an underwriter here?
I could. I mean, yeah, you got something to do with finance here? Let me talk to one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Sure.
All right, hold on. Are you ready? We're ready today.
Hi. What you say your name was again?
Morris.
Morris. Okay. Hi. My name is Zamick Millhouse.
Hey, David. How are you, sir?
Zamick. Z-A-M-I-C-K. Zamick.
Oh, Zamick. Well, that's very unique, sir. Thank you for that correction. How can I help?
Okay. Well, I was talking to a young man, and he was telling me about his business and what you all do. And I saw an ad on Facebook that said that Liberty University students can have their debts forgiven, student loans forgiven. I said, okay. So I saw it. I clicked on it. I called it. I said, let me see what's going on. I went to Liberty University. Okay. So he started explaining the program to me. He explained the program to me. He said that basically you all do document preparation, which is what I do also. And he said that you all set up the deals for them to make a repayment plan to the government. So I stated to him, I said, okay, what the students are paying on a student loan that they received according to the paperwork they signed unilaterally. So what I do is I put out documents to prove to the federal court and the appeals court that they never received a loan. They got a credit that was given to the school, and the school gave it to them. So the contract was between the Department of Education and the school, and the student became the surety by signing for it.
Right.
So the documents I prepare, it gets them thrown off the credit report because they cannot establish a contract on the UCC.
I see. And are you saying that you prepared these documents for yourself when you had taken this loan out, and now you're going through the kind of the channels to get it discharged?
Well, to actually get it discharged, that's not so much of the word, the strength of that word, but to actually get them to admit that a debt doesn't exist because there's no legal contract. Because you sign a promissory note. A promissory note is a negotiable instrument, which once your signature is applied to it, it becomes valuable. So once you tender that promissory note, it discharges the debt. But what makes you liable for the repayment of it is the fraudulent contract that you signed unilaterally. There's no secondary party inside of the contract, a supposed contract. There's no secondary party. It's only agree to pay back an entity that's not involved with the contract directly with you.
I see. So is your point of contention that you're thinking that we are paying the loans on your behalf?
No, I'm not even talking about paying the loans at all. I'm talking about I'm already telling you that the payment was tendered already. When you made the promise, when they gave the promissory note, it was already tendered. It was discharged at 100%. once the
Okay.
promissory note was introduced.
Let me see if we can kind of chop the root of the question here. The root of the question is, do you have student loans that you're looking to get on track for forgiveness?
I know I have student loans. I used my process and got them discharged. And I did it for a few other people. They have been discharged off my credit report, and I do not owe them. And I use regular common law that I learned from Liberty University.
Fantastic. So then what were you hoping to accomplish with today's call, sir? I'm a bit confused.
So I called you all to check and see what you will actually offer, and it's a repayment plan versus a discharge, which is false advertising.
No, sir, that's not correct. You're under the
Really?
impression that we're offering a payment plan, but yeah, we're just a document preparation company. The plans actually don't reside with us. What we're doing is we're filling out the proper documentation that the Department of Education requests to put people on track for student loan forgiveness. Now, in the event that they were to file under the category where their loan could be totally discharged, in that circumstance, sir, we recommend that they contact the Department of Education directly. And while that process is taking place, what we do is we help them get on an income-based repayment program that's directly offered through their loan servicer as well as the Department of Education, so that they're incurring a lower bill while the whole process is taking place, and to have a backup plan in the event that the discharge is not permitted.
Okay.
I apologize if there's some confusion on that end, but
No, it wasn't a confusion. It wasn't a confusion. It was the same exact thing. You all are putting them on a plan to pay back a loan that I already challenged before on my credit report, and I've already challenged it that there's no legit contract that the student has with the Department of Education or the United States government. Period. And they took it off my credit report quickly. There's no real contract. Are you an underwriter, right? He said you was an underwriter. So that means if you're an underwriter, you deal with security instruments, correct?
Sir, I think that we're drawing a little bit of a tangent here. I'm not
really.
If you're already in a good, because if you're already in a good spot and you got your loan discharged, then, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do on our side over here to prepare the documentation if you've already got stuff settled. Now, if you're calling me about other people calling you and you're investigating an issue, that's just a whole other can of worms. I wouldn't even know where to take that because I don't know what that person saw. I don't know what their situation is. I have no basis or no ground to stand on apart from just what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And then what we're trying to do is we're trying to deconstruct the complexities of the education system, which God bless us both for having the intellect that we have, but sir, we just can't get to the bottom of that in this call.
I totally understand it because you don't understand what I'm saying as far as security instruments, and they don't have a loan because they don't have a contract. A contract has to be between two parties according to Uniform Commercial Code. So you making them pay. You asking them to pay back. Get on track with paying a fraudulent contract. Is what I'm saying, sir. You get them on track to repay a fraudulent contract. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. What you're doing is you're making a decree, a legal decree, when there's an entire system. So maybe you were the anomaly where you went to a Corinthian school and they fraudulently gave you a debt, and you may have found a way to go through the system. But
wow.
There's 48 million people that don't fall under the same category as you. You can't just all of a sudden state a blanket statement saying that everybody's paying a fraudulent contract. And if you could do that, then God bless you, sir, because you could help 48 million people.
Oh yeah.
And as far as the advertising goes and so on like that, sir, I don't have any control over that. I'm just the underwriter here. I don't know what they put out there and who puts it out and so on. So
okay. All right. Well,
I definitely appreciate the candor and your time, though. It was a pleasure speaking with you. It's very refreshing.
Thank you, sir. You have a good evening. Okay.
Likewise, sir. Have a blessed day.
Bye bye.
Check this.